Hey you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. I am Sandra. It's like asking a question. Will Sandra help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try to keep y'all on, but y'all know if it gets good, I'm going to do it. Keep on talking. The golden nugget is, if you're going to pray, don't worry. And if you're going to worry, don't do what? Pray. I believe I've done this golden nugget before, but obviously I need to get back on here and remind you guys and to tell you why this is the truth. Now, when you pray, that's fine. You know, praying is basically putting your request. And when you pray with expectancy of receiving the results of what you're asking for in that prayer, which results in manifestation. So when you're praying, that's cool and dandy, and all that stuff is working out for you because you're in the correct vibration. Well, when you start to worrying, what does worrying do? Worrying cancels out that. You understand what I'm saying? Because worrying has a vibration of what you just asked for is not going to come to fruition. So you're asking for the opposite to come into your fruition. You're asking for the opposite of them, and you're asking for that same what you're in. You're asking for it to stay. You understand? It's like you're getting rid of, like you broke up with a boyfriend, and you know you don't need it, but you're praying for a new one, but the new one is coming, but you keep calling the old boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, and say, hey, how you doing? So the ex-boyfriend keeps staying in the same space, and you can't get the results that you really want. That's how it works. And if you're worrying, if you start out worrying, you're sitting in that vibration, which means the situation still stays in. But when you add prayer, when you put prayer in the mix, then prayer cancels out the worry, and thus you get in the manifestation of that you're requesting from that prayer. Get what I'm saying? I actually just watched a video, was it sometime this week, yesterday or the day before, by a young lady, I call her my sis, Ton the Wonder Maker. And she was talking about living the prayer, and that's exactly what you have to do. When you're living the prayer, you're actually acting out. You're actually having the demeanor as if that prayer, whatever you have asked and requested, you're living as if it is already existing in your life. And I told you guys that before. You have to act like you know, walk like you know, talk like you know that thing has happened. If you're waiting on something to be, whether it's a car, you walk outside, you look out your front door window. People open the door and look out, and that car may not be sitting in that parking lot, but you go out there and say, oh, my so-and-so looks so good out there. Or you may wake up and you may feel the pain. Remember I told y'all, don't care what it looks like, don't care what it sounds like, don't care what it feels like. You have to just know. Because all those things of seeing and hearing and feeling, that's just a temporary now. You have to know what is coming up ahead in those manifestations. So listen, if you're going to pray, then you need not worry. And if you want to worry, then what? Exactly. You don't need to pray. Which you know you're going to pray, but if you're going to keep worrying, you're going to keep canceling out. You're going to cancel out every single time. So just stay on the vibration of knowing that that prayer is going to be what? Answered. So once you pray, you got to take worrying out of the whole scenario, out of that equation, period. I don't care if whatever you see with your eyes, don't you even go listen. No, I already prayed. It's already taken care of. After you pray, whatever you hear, the doctor may tell you something that's contradicting to your prayer. You don't even pay attention. Nope, I don't care what you just said. I don't care what I just heard. I know what I prayed. It's coming to fruition. I don't care. You feel something going on inside your body and you're not feeling well or whatever, you already know what you prayed. You already know. So there's no need to worry, because worrying just says that it ain't going to be done. That is not going to be done. So if you're going to pray, don't worry, y'all, because I'm telling you, it does. That vibration, it depends on which vibration is stronger. And y'all know 9 times out of 10, when you're worrying, you really can feel the vibration. You can make yourself so sick. I remember speaking with a young lady, and I was telling her she wasn't feeling well. And the reason why she wasn't feeling well was because she was worrying so much. She had made herself sick. She was inquiring doctor bills and all kind of stuff. Because when you worry or you have anxiety or something's on your mind, anger, all those things, anger, sadness, worrying, all that stuff, it creates sickness in your body. And that's why some of you guys, you go to the hospital and you don't know, the doctor said, well, we can't find anything wrong with them. We can't find anything wrong with you. There's nothing I mean, just go home and sleep it off. I don't know. Maybe it'll, you know, subside or whatever. If that's you today, then you need to do some, I'll say, soul searching. Find out what's eating Gilbert. Y'all know that. Y'all remember that movie. Find out what's going on the inside, because you may have some unresolved anger, unresolved issues, unresolved sadness, unresolved worrying, unresolved things in family members and friends and stuff that you haven't taken care of, and that's what's causing that sickness. But remember the golden nugget: if you're gonna worry, then you what? Doing this, praying, or however you pray, or however you meditate, you know, if you're gonna worry, it's gonna cancel that out. So if you're going to pray, don't do what? Don't worry. If you're going to pray, don't worry, okay? Because when you pray, that means it is so. What's the end of a prayer? What have you? Amen. It is so. If you're not saying amen at the end of that thing, if you don't have that mentality after you pray of amen, it is so, this is what it's going to be, then yeah, you're going to have some worrying. Because you got to seal it. That's the sealing. That's the sealing. It is so. After you make that request, it is so. Amen. You have to have that mentality. This is it. I've said it. I've prayed it. I've requested it from source, and it is so. It is so. And when you know it's so, when you know it's so, then you don't care it doesn't matter what you see, what you hear, what you feel. No matter if somebody come and tell you something different, it doesn't bother you. There's no worry in your system at all. Why? Because you know it's going to come into fruition. You already, amen. Amen. It is so. Okay, I hope y'all got the gist of it. It's Sunday. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. I hope you guys are continuing smiling. Listen, if you're going to pray, if you have already prayed, and if you're praying right now, then you know there's no need to what? There's no need to what? I keep hearing that in my head with BB and CC Wanda would say, ain't no need to worry what the night is going to bring, because it'll be already over in the morning. And then it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. Then it says, in the morning, it'll be all over in the morning. And then it says, what is it? There's no need to worry yourself about it. In other words, don't worry. Don't worry. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think I've sung that song to y'all before. But I just really want to get on here and tell you guys, if you're going to pray, don't worry. Because when you worry, you're going to cancel that thing out. You got what? Y'all get it? Y'all get it? Hope y'all got it. I'm going to go on that note. I hope y'all got the gist of it. If you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. I hope you got the gist of it. Remember, if you're going to pray, don't do what? Worry. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.